Director of Optimized Services here at MoreVisibility. I oversee the SEO, content, and social media teams. Today, I'm going to talk about balancing user experience and SEO. It's a question that we often have come up from clients, and I think is an important topic to talk about because I think there's a lot of misunderstandings out there about SEO in general when it comes to how that may impact user experience. Now, there are certainly going to be case-by-case examples that involve having to take one side over the other, and generally you're going to want to lean a little bit more towards user experience because SEO is one of many channels. You might be doing paid advertising, you certainly might be doing traditional advertising that is sending traffic to the site in a lot of different ways, and so you're always going to want to default to user experience, but I think where a lot of the misunderstandings come into play is what is the difference between SEO and user experience. And while there certainly are some differences, at the end of the day, SEO really should be about establishing a strong experience for your user through search as a channel. And how you can think about that is when a user realizes that they have a challenge, they have a problem that they need a solution for. They go to Google, they type something in, ideally your brand is going to come up, and you're going to be using the same type of language that they are using, that your audience, that your users are using, within things like your title tag, your description tag, and then they're going to see your result out of the 10, whether you're ranking number 1, number 3, number 5, you should really have the result that speaks most towards the solution that they're looking for. Ideally, they click on your result, they land on your page, and then your page talks about that solution. The page doesn't talk about you as a organization, doesn't talk about necessarily how long you've been in business or why you're so great. It talks about the solution to the problem that the user is facing. And then hopefully you've got a lot of the other elements that construct a good user experience, like a clear call to action or a clear next step. If you're B2B, maybe this is a little bit more of a research phase for the user, and so you might have other related content or downloadable checklists or cheat sheets or links to webinars. If you're an e-commerce company, you're certainly going to have a very clear path to have the user go to product pages that are products that help solve their problem. And so then they've gone from the process of having a problem, you've provided a solution, you've talked to them in their language, and you've used words that are meaningful to that audience, and then ultimately they're hopefully going to either buy from you or become a client, or maybe have you in their consideration set as they continue down their buyer's journey to maybe work with you in the future. And so all of that really is implementing SEO as a way to establish a strong user experience through search as a channel. And throughout that process, it's really important, once the user is on the page and you've designed that particular page and you've designed your site, to really have a very clear next step for that user. And it's actually something that's come up recently with accelerated mobile pages. We've got some content on our blog about that, and we'll probably be creating more information around it soon. But basically, they're streamlined versions of pages that load very quickly, that are very, very focused on really just the content itself. And it's an established standard that Google's leading with a lot of other companies. And at a recent conference they had, really a consistent theme that their tech lead had talked about was the fact that a lot of companies that went to these accelerated mobile pages, these really streamlined separate versions of web pages, started seeing that they converted better, and they went back and started streamlining their main site. And so that's where, again, from an SEO standpoint, we're really trying to focus on getting the right content to the right user at the right time, and so that's really going to be about user experience at the end of the day. So hopefully that helps you understand a little bit more about balancing user experience and SEO, and will hopefully allow you to go back to your teams, and if you have two separate teams working on these or two different people, you can bring them in the same room and you can find ways that really SEO is going to help user experience at the end of the day.